Now, I invite you to look at your all company as a system. When you zoom out and you think about the bathtub example, which what flows in, what flows out, you can think about the cash flow for the company, right? You looked at the business topic a month ago together with Thomas. So cash flow, in and out. Another angle to look at the company as a system and seeing how it's doing is with a mission. Are you coming closer to the company's mission or further from it? And with that comes a question. What is the why for your company? Why your company exists? What is its mission? And this is where I want you to think about it in your own words, through your own examples when you talk about it. So let me give you a few examples that can illustrate what I'm talking about. As an example, Facebook. Their mission statement is to give people the power to share and make the world more open and connected. That's their why. Amazon's mission statement, which is a completely different market, right, is to serve consumers through online and physical stores and focus on selection, price, and convenience. Or let's take Tesla. Tesla's mission is to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. So their why, and if you're really passionate for sustainability, probably you'll look to Tesla. If you're really passionate for communities and sharing world to be more open and connected, you might look and be more fond of looking at Facebook as that. So now look to your company's mission statement. Think about why you exist as a company through your own words. What is your why? And this comes the golden circle from Simon Sinek. He says you should, when you explain something, transfer the message to someone else, you should start with why in your communication. And why becomes the center of your messaging. Why you do what you do. Then the next question after the why is how you do it. And just after that comes what you do. So if we come to the Facebook example, why you do it is to share and make the world more open and connected. How you do it? By creating and opening the different platforms available for people. And what is it exactly that you do? This comes to the person more and to using technology for this. So think about your company's mission statement. And I will ask you as well to come to our live session with very precise examples how you would explain it. Imagine that you come to an interview where you have a candidate sitting in front of you. How you as a leader in the company would inspire someone to join your company, your team, by explaining the mission statement, why you exist. So if we look to your company as a system, and if the mission statement, the why is there, remember every system has a purpose connected to it, right? So the purpose is there, the why is there. Then we can move to the how part, looking through the zoomed out lenses as well. This is where the transparency becomes super important. So when you think about goal setting and the process that you might have in the company that applies to you, can be totally unique for you as Exacaster. But think, this person working in your team, let's take Tadas. Does he know how the work he's doing every day connects to the bigger company's mission? Do this exercise in your head first, then see if you don't have clear answers, do it on the picture. But your mission as a leader there to help people connect what they do daily, how that connects to the greater vision of the company, how they contribute. What can be helpful when you look to the company as a system is as well to look at the performance management of the employees through the systematic perspective. So sometimes what happens, we look to our employees and we think, this person should stay in my team, should stay in my team. But think that you don't own this person. Your team doesn't own this person. But it would be great to create a development journey for that person within the organization. But to do it, you need to know the organization and different parts of the organization. So you can, in the discussion with that individual, allow them to think about different angles of their career within the company. For this to happen, you need to cooperate with other leaders in the company to know the openings and possibilities in their departments. As well, think from systems perspective about succession planning. And for those who are not familiar with the succession planning, think about yourself, right? You want to develop your career, you want to maybe move up in the organization or change the roles a little bit. But to make sure that business is going and business is successful, you need to make sure that there is someone else who will replace you, who are prepared to do that. So if you look now at this stage to your role, who in your team are prepared to step in your shoes? Even when you are on vacation, who can really do the work as you are doing right now? And if the answer is no one, well, it means you're not developing your people enough or you're not planning enough. So I invite you to think very mindfully how you can, for the sake of your own progression, invest in your people more and develop them more, so in the 2 years from now or in a year from now, you can say, well, now someone else is ready, I can as well move up in the career ladder. There is one more thing when we think about organization as a system. And Sidney Yoshida, in his research, concluded with one more iceberg model, and he called it iceberg of ignorance. So what happens in organizations? We have a problem. All organizations have them. But it seems that just 4% of organizations' frontline problems are known by top management. Just 4%. Then 74% are known by supervisors. But you know what? 100% of problems are known by employees. So what happens over here? For you, when you think about organization as a system, it's so important to hear everyone in the system and to be the connection, helping them to bring that voice up and solving them. Solving the problems and the roadblocks for them. One of the key roles of a manager is not to do the work of the specialist, right? Not to complete the task, but your role is to be the remover of the roadblocks that comes ahead and to help your team members to be successful. So always remind yourself, top management knows just 4% of what's happening. You know a huge part of it, but your employees know 100%. So what happens? If you don't have time for your employees, you already lack part of the information that can help company be successful. And I always remember a story from one of my friends who is in the senior executive role. She said, you know what, Laima, when I was in the junior role, I always thought that, well, they're in the top, they know answers. Leadership team. I climbed up the ladder. I understood that no, not everything is known maybe, but still I had the hope. When she became part of the executive team in the huge organization, she said, you know what is scary? Scary is understanding that they don't know all the answers and they have even sometimes less visibility than frontline employees has. So this connection is super important between the employees who has different pieces and visibility of the problems, and between the top management. So for you being the mid-level management, It's so important to be that linkage, to get the voices up, to help employees within the different departments speak with each other without the blame. And really taking that blame element away and coming in with a good intention becomes such a key for a systems thinking, and applying this iceberg model as well that we talked about before for problem solving, to get the problems out there and connect different employees from different departments, getting the right answers for the company. That will help the company. So to summarize what we have talked today, I would say your role as a leader is to stop and use your time to zoom out and think, does everyone understand the purpose? Do they really understand the why in their work? And then really give them tools to analyze the challenges that they face through events, patterns, and the structures, as in the iceberg model, to help them out. And you should be the one connecting people in the organization, allowing organization to be more successful. Now I'm looking forward to meet you in 1 week from now, when we'll go into practical examples around the systems thinking and how to have more time and opportunities for yourself, to be mindful when you think about yourself as a system, team as a system, and company as a system. And overall, how to step away more often from zooming in to the task as it is for the task completion, to seeing a bigger picture as a leader. See you soon. Bye.